Hello everyone! In today's video we will have a look at liquidity pooling and staking with our web app. Liquidity pooling and staking are the main ways to earn with THORWallet DEX, so let's have a look. If you are using our web app for the first time and you are not sure how to connect your wallet, you can check out our web app introduction video to see how it's done. We will have a look at liquidity pooling first, followed by staking. One key difference between adding liquidity and staking is that when you add liquidity, you add your assets into THORchain's liquidity pools, whereas if you stake, you add your TGT holdings into our staking smart contract. Once you have connected your wallet, you can click on the Add Liquidity button on the left-hand side in the menu, and on the liquidity page you can see the overview of the pools that are currently available, and you can search those pools by different keywords, and you can also sort them by different criteria such as highest liquidity, highest APR alphabetically, and so on. Moreover, from each pool widget, you can use these quick action buttons to quickly swap or add liquidity to the different pools. When you access the individual LP page, you can see information about the current APR and the price development of both assets. In this case, it's Rune and BTC, and you can see them under each other. And next to this information, there is the interaction window through which you can add liquidity. You can easily switch between symmetric and asymmetric deposits. Depositing symmetrically means that you add the same amount of both assets, whereas depositing asymmetrically means adding only one of those assets. So in this case, either Rune or BTC. If you want to learn more about entering pools, you can check out our guide here. When you want to provide liquidity, you go to Add Liquidity page and you choose the pool that you want to use. I will be using BNB pool. You click on it, and in order to provide liquidity, you have to enter the amount of the asset that you want to deposit. If you want to do a symmetric deposit, then the Rune equivalent will be automatically calculated. You can also use these percentage buttons if you don't want a concrete amount. If you want to enter asymmetrically, you deposit either only Rune or only the other asset. In this case, it would be a BNB. Once you are happy with the amount, you can click on Preview, which brings you to an overview page of the transaction. Here you can see the total amount that's going to be pooled, your pool share, and below that are the estimated fees. You can click on the small information button next to fees to open this detail. You can see slip tolerance and the different fees that you are going to pay. They sometimes get recalculated, that's why they disappeared. And once you are happy with everything, you just have to accept the terms and conditions. And once you do that, you can click on Add Liquidity Now, and this pop-up window will open depending on your wallet setup. You have to confirm the transactions, and once you do that, the transaction is broadcasted, and you can see in the widget transaction widget in the top right corner that the Add Liquidity transaction actually happened. You can also go to My Pools page to see that your new pooling position is actually there, and as you can see, it's there. As you can see, Each LP position has its own tab, and each tab gives you a quick overview of the position, including the total pooled value, 30-day average APR, and the current price development. Now, when you enter the individual asset page, you can see more details about your concrete position. You can see on top the pooled value and the APR as on the previous page. Below that there is a quick overview of the price development of the two assets, and then the most interesting part are the key KPIs. So you can see loss and gain statistics, LP versus HODL statistic, and impermanent loss protection statistics. On the right, you have the interaction widget through which you can either deposit more funds or withdraw your funds. Now let's have a look at TGT staking. You can access the TGT staking page from the left-hand side menu by clicking on staking, and once you are on this page, you have there an overview of the current staking situation. On top, you have your staked amount of TGT, so I have around 6,000 TGTs staked. Next to it is the current 30-day average APY, and below that you have information about your total TGT holdings, so the total amount of tokens, their USD value, as well as price per 1 TGT. Next to it, there is a small chart and a percentage number representing the price development in the past 24 hours. Below this overview, you have the key KPIs, which show you the pending rewards, 30-day average APY, which is the same as on top, and future rewards, which you are gonna get in 30 days. Below this, you have the community tiers, where you can see in which community tier you currently are. I'm in the standard tier, that's why it's highlighted, and in order to become community or community plus member, I would have to stake 35k TGT or 350k TGT. Below this, you can see an overview of the NFTs, which shows you if you own any of THORWallet Army NFTs. When you go up back, you can see the interaction widget through which you can stake, harvest, and withdraw TGT. If you want to stake TGT, you have to be on the stake page of the interaction widget. Once you are there, you have to enter the amount of TGT that you want to stake. You can either do this manually or use the percentages, and then click on preview. Once you click on preview, you have this overview page with the estimated fee as well as the TGT to be staked, and when you are happy, you click on stake, and the transaction is sent to the blockchain. If you are staking TGT for the first time, you will actually have to approve two transactions. One would be the TGT staking contract, and the other one would be the actual transfer of your TGT tokens from your wallet to the staking contract. Finally, because TGT is an ERC20 token, you will need some ETH in your wallet in order to pay for the transactions. So the staking contract approval as well as the TGT contract. The same is true for harvesting and withdrawing TGT from the staking. You can actually stake and harvest in one transaction, but it is one of our premium features, and you need to be in either community or community plus tier. So make sure to stake enough TGT so that you can get the most advanced experience from our services. Should you have any more questions about other parts of our web app, you can have a look at our web app introduction video where we go into more detail about all parts of the web app. I hope you find this video useful, and if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.
Learn more at THORWallet.org.